So you're moving to Charlotte, North Carolina, but the big question is what part? And guys, I know sometimes it can feel like you're blindfolded, throwing darts at a map. But guys, don't stress because we've done the work for you. Today we're gonna review the 10 best suburbs in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So stay tuned. Over 70% of our viewers who watch us weekly are not subscribed. So if you want to know everything that's going on here in the Charlotte area, make sure to click that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram as well. That way you can find our daily posts.
My name is Josh Finigan, team leader with the Finigan Group, powered by eXp Realty.
And my name is Brody Todd, and I'm the lead buyer specialist here with the Finigan Group.
And every single day we're getting calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to move to the Charlotte area, and I'll tell you guys, we absolutely love it.
So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, make sure to call us, text us, email us, or schedule a Zoom meeting with us using the link below. We'd love to get connected with you and see how we can make your move to the Charlotte area a breeze.
So today we're gonna review the 10 best suburbs here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And to do that, we're gonna need a little bit of help. So we'll actually be reviewing a list compiled by niche.com.
Niche.com uses a mix of public data like census stats, crime rates, and school performance, plus reviews from actual residents of these towns. So it's not their opinion, it's not even our opinion. This is the most objective way to rank these towns here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
By the way, guys, we've shot deep dives on every single one of the suburbs we're gonna be mentioning today. So if at the end of the video, you wanna know a little bit more about a particular suburb you may like, then go to the description and we'll have a link to the video and also to our website with a ton more information. And guys, make sure you stay tuned till the end because we'll give you a bonus suburb that didn't make this list. But guys, I really think this is gonna be one of the most popular suburbs in 2025.
So let's go ahead and jump on in with number 10 on the list, Waxhaw, North Carolina. Waxhaw is a fantastic place to live with its walkable downtown, great neighborhoods, and tons of fun things to do. Located about 45 minutes from Uptown and the Charlotte International Airport, Waxhaw is one of the further suburbs from the Charlotte area. The residents of this town love it so much, they're willing to tackle the long commutes. Niche.com gave Waxhaw an overall rating of an A. They got an A for public schools, which it is in the Union County School District, which is known as being one of the best districts not only in Charlotte, but in all of North Carolina. They also got an A for good for families, which you do have an awesome downtown, the shops, restaurants, and tons of events year-round for the whole family to enjoy. You have an A for jobs with lots of opportunity within the town, but a C+ for commute. If you're looking to live in Waxhaw and work in Charlotte, you will have a pretty hefty commute of around 45 minutes or longer depending on traffic. Now, the only way in and out of Waxhaw is through Highway 16, which is a 2-lane road, so it can get pretty stuffy. The average sales price for single-family homes here in the Waxhaw area in the last year was $835,000. And the average sales price for condos and townhomes in the past year was $411,000.
And if you guys are considering moving to the Charlotte area, you have to check out the Ultimate Relocation Guide. Myself and my team have spent hundreds of hours compiling the insider secrets, the best data and information on schools, stats, the best neighborhoods. It's completely free for you guys. Just scan this QR code right here or look at the link in the description below. It'll give you all the great secrets on your move to the Charlotte area. All right, guys, number 9 is Matthews, North Carolina, and we actually own an Airbnb downtown Matthews. This is an awesome town just southeast of Charlotte, North Carolina, which means you're about 20 minutes to Uptown and about 25 minutes to the airport. Niche.com gave Matthews an overall grade of an A. They got an A- for schools, which they do have decent schools. They got an A for families, which is really true because they have a really awesome downtown center. It's very walkable. You have some great restaurants and shops and boutiques to explore. And Matthews is known for the events they throw throughout the year. They got an A for jobs and a B- for cost of living, which the average price point has increased quite a bit over the past few years. And the reason is it's super close to Uptown, it's super close to South Park and Ballantyne, so the location's fantastic, the town is awesome, so it's very desirable to get into Matthews. The average price for a single family home here in Matthews over the last year was $651,000, and the average price for a condo or a townhome was around $378,000. And guys, take it from me, I used to live in Matthews and I just love the location, the vibe, and the community. If you do find yourself downtown Matthews, you have to check out Seaboard Brewery.
Number 8 on the list is Huntersville, North Carolina. Now, Huntersville is one of the fastest growing suburbs here in the Charlotte area, and it's easy to see why. This town finds itself right in between Charlotte City Center and the southern tip of Lake Norman, giving its residents the perfect blend between lake life and city life. When you call Huntersville home, you're just about 20 to 25 minutes from uptown and about 25 minutes to the airport. Niche.com gave Huntersville an overall grade of an A. They gave it a B+ for public schools, which makes sense since Huntersville is split when it comes to its public schools. A lot of the communities on the northern half of the town go to the Lake Norman schools, which are very highly rated, and the communities on the southern half go to the Mecklenburg County schools, which are good schools as well, just not quite as highly rated. They gave it an A for families, a B+ for nightlife, and a B+ for outdoor activities. I think they really hit the nail on the head for all of these ratings. Like I mentioned before, Huntersville really is that perfect blend between city life and lake life. So if you want to get out, be out on the town, go check out some great spots for a drink, a show, or just really live that city life, you can head down to Uptown or to Birkdale Village here in Huntersville. But if you want to get out in nature and maybe get out on the water, Lake Norman is just a short drive away. It really is the best of both worlds. In the past year, the average sales price for single-family homes here in Huntersville is $677,000. And the average sales price for condos and townhomes in the last year is $408,000. Huntersville really is a fantastic place to live. And I might be a little biased because when I was looking for the right suburb for me and my family, we chose Huntersville, so maybe you will too.
Number 7 on the list is Cornelius, North Carolina, which is actually one of my favorite suburbs here in the Charlotte area. My family and I are considering moving up to one of the neighborhoods called the Peninsula over the next year. Cornelius is just north of Charlotte. I-77 takes you right there, so you're about 25-30 minutes to uptown. They're about 28 to 32 minutes to the airport. Now those times can vary depending on when you're traveling, definitely in the high traffic times, but I-77 does have that expressway that gives you a little bit quicker access than the regular interstate. And when you come home to Cornelius, you'll find that it's nestled right on the shores of Lake Norman, which is the Carolina's largest man-made lake, which gives you easy access to the lake life. Niche.com gave Cornelius an overall grade of an A+. They gave them an A for public schools because they do have highly rated schools. They gave them an A for fitness and for families, which you have a lot of parks like Ramsey Creek Park, which actually has a public beach area, and a lot of other areas that you can really just get out and enjoy nature like Lake Norman. But they only got a B+ for outdoors, which doesn't really make too much sense because you have all the parks and that lake right there. Cornelius is also super close to Birkdale and downtown Davidson, which is both really great walkable areas with a lot of different restaurants and shops and boutiques for you to explore. And if you guys are in Cornelius, you definitely want to check out the new restaurant called Seaboy. It just opened up a couple weeks ago by executive chef Jonathan Cox. They have wonderful seafood. My wife and I checked it out over the weekend. Guys, the tuna there is fantastic. The average price point for a single family home here in Cornelius is $1.145 million, and the average price point for a condo or a townhome is around $464,000.
Next up at number 6 on the list is Harrisburg, North Carolina. This charming town finds itself just northeast of Charlotte, about 25 to 30 minutes to city center and about 30 minutes to the airport. Niche.com gave Harrisburg an overall rating of an A+. They gave it an A for public schools, which Harrisburg is part of the Cabarrus County School District, which is one of the top rated districts here in the Charlotte area. And I actually went to Cabarrus County schools as a kid, so from personal experience, I could say they are pretty awesome. They gave it an A+ for families and an A for housing, which Harrisburg does have some fantastic housing options and tons of neighborhoods with a lot of amenities so the whole family can enjoy. They gave it a B for commute. It's not the easiest town to get to when you're commuting to Charlotte City Center, but it is going to be a shorter commute than some of our neighbors up north and down south. So it puts it right there in the middle. In the past year, the average price point for single-family homes here in Harrisburg was $593,000. And for condos and townhomes, the average price was $407,000.
Coming in at number 5 is Fort Mill, South Carolina. Now we're just across the South Carolina border, and a lot of people actually move to South Carolina for lower taxes, lower home prices, and better schools. Fort Mill is about 19 miles south of Charlotte City Center, and I-77 runs right through the middle of it, so it makes your commute pretty darn easy. So you're about 20 to 25 minutes to Charlotte City Center and about the same distance to the airport, but it does depend on when you're traveling. If you're traveling during high traffic times, it could be a little bit longer, or it depends on where you live in Fort Mill. The farther away from I-77, it'll be a farther commute. Niche.com gave Fort Mill an overall grade of an A+. They gave an A+ for public schools, which, guys, Fort Mill School District is highly regarded as one of the best in the area and one of the best in South Carolina. They gave them an A- for housing, which you do have a lot of different housing options. They gave them an A+ for families, which you have a ton of community events throughout the year, great schools, a lot of great parks like Ann Springs Close Greenway. And I love that you have 3 separate kind of downtown walkable areas in Fort Mill. You have Baxter Village, you have Kingsley, and you also have downtown Fort Mill. The average price point for a single family home here in Fort Mill is $637,000, and the average price point for a condo or a townhome is about $346,000. And if you guys find yourself downtown Fort Mill and you like spicy food and you're feeling just a little bit daring, then you gotta check out Pucker Butt Pepper Company. They are the creator of the Carolina Reaper.
Next up at number 4 on the list is Marvin, North Carolina. Known for its large estates, sprawling lots, equestrian farms, and so much more, Marvin is one of the most sought-after areas in all of Charlotte. Niche.com gave Marvin an overall grade of an A+. They also gave Marvin an A+ for families and an A+ for schools. Now, Marvin's residents attend the Union County School District. And like I mentioned before, that is one of the best school districts that North Carolina has to offer. In fact, a lot of our clients who have chose to move to Marvin targeted that area primarily because of the exceptional schools. Along with their fantastic schools, Marvin also has some of the most luxurious housing in all of Charlotte, earning it an A- for housing from Niche.com. Now, there are not very many condos or townhomes in Marvin. In fact, none sold over the last year. This area is really known for having large estates on sprawling lots, offering a peaceful and luxurious lifestyle. Marvin got a B- for outdoor activities and a C for nightlife. There's not a ton of bars, restaurants, and places to go for nightlife in the area, and outside of equestrian sports and golf, lots of residents find themselves driving to neighboring towns for outdoor activities like hiking and boating. However, Marvin still has plenty to do, and the amazing schools and neighborhoods draw tons of residents to the area. Over the past year in Marvin, the average price point for single-family homes in the area was $1.53 million. So if you're looking for top-rated schools, amenity-rich neighborhoods, and equestrian communities, then you should definitely keep Marvin on your list.
Coming in at number 3 is Weddington, North Carolina, over in Union County, actually right beside Marvin. Weddington offers a perfect escape from that hustle and bustle of Charlotte while giving you a relaxed and affluent vibe, all while being still super close to Charlotte, so you have everything that big city has to offer. Weddington is actually nestled right by I-485, which makes your commute a breeze. You're about 25 to 30 minutes to uptown and around the same distance to the airport. Niche.com gave Weddington an overall grade of an A+. Now guys, they did get an A+ for schools, which is one of the main reasons people move to Weddington is the top rated schools. Now if you look at Weddington High School, it's ranked number 31 in the state and actually number 3 for athletics. They got an A- for housing, which you do have a lot of amenity-rich neighborhoods, some luxurious homes built by some of the most prominent luxury builders in the Charlotte area, all in sprawling lots, really makes you feel right at home. They got an A+ for families, which again, you do have that school system, which is one of the biggest draws. And they got a C+ for nightlife. In Weddington itself, you really only have Waverly that has a really cool kind of shopping, dining experience to it. But when you call Weddington home, you're super close to downtown Waxhaw and also to Ballantyne, which if you guys know anything about Ballantyne Reimagined, they have the Bowl, a lot of really cool parks, different shops, restaurants, a lot going on in Ballantyne. So there's not a ton to do in Weddington itself, but a quick drive away gets you to a lot of great spots to explore. Weddington is one of the most affluent places here in Charlotte with an average sales price of $1.355 million. So if you are looking for that amenity-rich neighborhood, if you're looking for top-rated schools, if you're looking to be a little bit outside of Charlotte but still have access to everything it has to offer, Weddington's for you.
Number 2 on the list is Davidson, North Carolina. This town is located just 30 to 35 minutes north of Uptown, right along the shores of Lake Norman. Known for its proximity to the lake, its quaint downtown, and its close ties with Davidson College, this town offers a walkable and active lifestyle that its residents absolutely love. Niche.com gave Davidson an overall grade of an A+. They also earned an A for public schools. Davidson is known for having fantastic schools with a mix of highly rated public schools, charter schools, and private schools, all within the town limits. Niche.com also gave Davidson an A+ for families. Now, it's obviously known for having such an incredible walkable downtown, but it also has super amenity-rich neighborhoods as well that the whole family can enjoy. Now, it's definitely not uncommon to be in Davidson and see kids riding their bikes over to Ben & Jerry's to grab some ice cream, while the parents head over to Flatiron Kitchen and Tap House for a bite to eat and a drink on the afternoons. This community truly offers something for everyone. Davidson got a B+ for outdoor activities and a B+ for nightlife. Now, obviously, Davidson is so close to Lake Norman, so boating, kayaking, and spending time out on the water is right at your fingertips. But like I mentioned, you also have downtown Davidson, which has tons of bars and restaurants to go check out for a fun night out on the town. My fiance and I love to get out to Davidson for date nights any chance that we can get. Over the past year, the average sales price for a single-family home here in Davidson was $936,000. And the average price point for condos and townhomes was $548,000. It's no wonder that Davidson landed so high on Niche.com's list, because between the walkable downtown, the amazing lake life over at Lake Norman, and the fantastic neighborhoods that Davidson has to offer, it really is one of the best suburbs that we have here in Charlotte.
All right, guys, so coming in at number 1 on this list is Tega Cay, South Carolina. This is a golf course waterfront community nestled on the shores of Lake Wylie. Tega Cay is a super unique neighborhood turned town, actually right beside Fort Mill, South Carolina. So you have really good access to Charlotte. Depending on when you're traveling, you're about 30 to 35 minutes to uptown and about 35 to 40 minutes to the airport. There's really 3 things that make Tega Cay so popular. It's the schools, it's the safety, and it's living that vacation lifestyle 365 days a year. Niche.com gave them an overall grade of an A+. They had an A+ for public schools because it is part of the highly rated Fort Mill School District. They got an A for housing, which, guys, in Tega Cay, you have a ton of different options to choose from, different sizes, different price points. You have golf front homes, waterfront homes. You have a lot of different options to choose from here in Tega Cay. They have an A- for crime and safety. Tega Cay is consistently ranked as one of the safest cities in South Carolina. They got an A+ for families, which again, you have highly rated schools, and Tega Cay is really a golf cart community. You have a B for the outdoors, which there is a ton to do outside here in Tega Cay. You obviously have lake life with Lake Wylie. You have a ton of different parks. You have Windjammer Park. You have a beach area. There's always something to enjoy. Prices in Tega Cay range from $275,000 all the way up to $2.2 million. The average price for a single family home in Tega Cay is $669,000. The average price point for a condo or a townhome is at $398,000. And so if you love that lake life, if you love top-rated schools, and you want to live a vacation lifestyle 365 days a year, then you got to check out Tega Cay. All right, guys, as promised, there's one suburb that did not make this list, but I think it should definitely be on it, and it probably will in years to come. It is actually the fastest growing suburb in the United States. It's Mooresville, North Carolina. Now, Mooresville's a little bit farther away from Charlotte City Center. You're about 35 to 40 minutes from Charlotte. There's a ton of reasons why so many are choosing to move to Mooresville. 1, because you're nestled on the shores of Lake Norman, giving you access to that lake life. 2, because there's a super cool downtown area that's really walkable. You can go visit some great shops, restaurants, different boutiques. Number 3, the top rated schools you can find here in Mooresville. Number 4, Mooresville is known as Race City, USA. It's where NASCAR was born. And the housing options, guys, no matter what you're looking for, you can find it here in Mooresville. If you want a little bit of space, some more acres from your neighbors, Mooresville's got it. If you're looking for a historic home, Mooresville's got it. If you want that amenity-rich neighborhood, you got it here in Mooresville. If you want that waterfront mansion, you can find it right here. And plus, there is a ton of new construction available right here in Mooresville as well, so you can find something for anyone. All right, guys, so that is the top 10 plus 1 bonus suburb in the Charlotte area for 2025.
And as we mentioned before, we shot videos on every single one of these towns. So go check them out in the description below. That way you can do a little bit of a deeper dive into some of these towns.
And if you guys are thinking about moving to Charlotte, whether it be in 9 days or 90 days, call us, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom meeting. The link is just below. We'd love to connect and learn what you guys are looking to accomplish. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you around town.